Hello everybody, this is Yousef and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to have another Persian dish. This one actually is very old and authentic and it goes way back, but these days they're not making it as much because there are so many other options, but I like it myself, and we call this BADEMJAN Gojeh, which is Gojeh is tomato and eggplant. That's it, simple, easy. Eggplant with a tomato, and that's a dish, but it's not a little bit of spices here there. So before I go over the ingredients, I want to tell you guys something that in the last few weeks I tried to make a video and myself, so without any help. So I did three, and one was worse than the other and was a completely disaster. So it was not something I can air it. So the reason is because my photographer and editor, he has so much other things to do, and most of the time is out of town, and so I couldn't catch him. Now, hopefully, it's gonna have at least one or two a month for me. And at the same time, I try to learn myself, which is a lot to learn. And maybe the next one be myself only. Now let's go over the ingredients and start making it. Okay, what I have here is 3 eggplant. This eggplant, they call it Japanese. And if it's a little bit lighter, they call it Chinese. I don't know what. Anyway, I choose this because first of all I had it, and it's also at the same time it's very delicate and very easy to make, and it's very delicious. Now if you don't have to use this, in Iran they use a regular eggplant which is the size of half of this, and they have those big that they just everybody knows a big eggplant. You can use 1 or 2 of those, or 6, 7 small eggplants. And that's what I have here, 3. And I have 5 tomatoes that I'm going to use for the dish. The spices that I'm going to use here is a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon garlic powder, teaspoon black pepper, teaspoon paprika, 1 full tablespoon of tomato paste. I have 4 cloves of garlic here, and we need some cooking oil and a half of the lime or lemon juice, and it's optional. So what we have to do first, these are washed and clean. So let's start with cutting this. I'm gonna cut it in half and start peeling them. I don't want to peel them the whole thing, just like a zebra. Keep them together. Okay. Okay. In Iran, they use this, the people that old-fashioned people. And also there's another very close to this one. They call it gatimche. And instead of you just doing like this and slicing, they make it like a cubic. And the process is almost the same. And also it does have some cubic sized potato in that too. And that one also, I'm not sure if I made a video out of that or not. I look into that. If it did not, maybe next time I do that also. Eggplant is versatile, and it's one of the best thing you can have in the food. You can make tons of different food with it, and I really like it very much. I love eggplant. Now, what I'm going to do is just going to cut them in 3 piece, all of them same way. If you like it, you can make it 4 pieces or 2 pieces. There's no right or wrong the way that you cut your eggplant. Now I like to put this aside, put a little bit of salt on it for 5-10 minutes, then I dry it very as much as I can and I start sauteing this. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, and so don't be scared of putting salt because you're gonna wipe it off, and then after remaking, then it tastes the food before you put the more salt on it. So I like to do it both sides, and then put it aside for maybe 15 minutes or 20, then dry them off by the kitchen cloth or kitchen paper. So here you go. All right, I'm going to put this aside, and the next step while we're waiting for the eggplant, I'm going to, these are being washed also. You slice these about, you know, 1/3 of inch or so. It's actually it's up to you what size you want to slice this. Okay, I have a plate for it. Just put it there, and we'll wait till it's a time for it. These are very nice organic tomato. Okay, so I put this also aside. All right, we have some garlic here. You're going to, you don't have to mash it as much as you can. It's not necessarily the size to be very small. Just like make a sliver, that's good enough. We need the aroma out of this. Okay, by the way, the reason that we put the salt on our eggplant, because it takes most of the water out of it, so we don't have to use a lot of oil when we just sauteing those. That's the reason. But if you don't care about it, or just you're going to put it in an oven, you don't need to put any salt. Okay? Now we're almost done with all the preparation. This is all. We have to go to the egg. For that, I prefer we wait about like another 10 minutes till we clean up the salt from the eggplant and going over the stove and start sauteing them. All right, guys, it's been about like 20 minutes since last. If you look at it, you see all those juice coming out. These are extra water, so that's causing, you know, to use a lots of oil. So this way, take all these things out and make it a little bit easier for us to saute this. All right, after I finish both sides, we're going over the stove and start cooking this or sauteing this. All right, we add some oil here. Let's make sure to get it hot, and also since I know that it's gonna absorb lots of oil, for that reason I might use a brush, and the first batch after that I'm going to go like over this before I put it in there, so they already have a little bit of oil, so it's much easier to be sauteed with the less oil. Okay, and also I'm going to have another one. Just put it after they saute, put it here to get the excess oil off, and we go from there. Let's see. You should keep it on a medium, not high like this, not low, just the medium is the best. All right, this is good enough, so I just put it here to get the extra oil off of it. And till we finish the rest of it. All right. Okay, guys, here while that the eggplant is sizzling, let us make our sauce. Just a little bit of small pan here, a saucepan, just maybe less than a 1 teaspoon, tablespoon oil, and gonna add this paste, tomato paste here. And after, as soon as it start, getting a little bit warm out and it change the texture, then you're going to put all the seasoning and spices and about 1 cup of water or maybe 2. So while the eggplant is cooking, we need this, make the sauce. All right, that's good enough. So I'm going to add all the spices here. Salt, pepper, and paprika, everything all together, and mix them all. Now I put about a couple cups of water here. Let it boil for, actually, as soon as it starts boiling, I hope the rest of the eggplant and tomatoes is ready. Then I put them on the top of those. So let's go finish up the rest of the eggplant and come back. See. All right, guys, I'm going to change the pot because it did not have enough edge to keep my food, so I'd rather to just this started to it with another. And okay, on this one, what we do, just put all this nice tomatoes all around. Okay, guys, as you see, this is a vegan dish too. Okay, so just tell your friend that they are vegan to use this because it's very, very delicious and they're gonna enjoy it a lot. I put it as much as I can to cover on the bottom, and then after each side about couple minutes, then we add the eggplant and the sauce. Then we let it cook for 20 to 30 minutes, and that's all we need. It's been a couple of minutes. Should turn these around, and at the same time, before going past any more, add all your garlics here too. And now we turn things around. Okay, now it's the time to put this nice eggplant on the top of it. It's nicely done, and there is a time for our sauce goes over. And let it cook about 20 minutes or up to 30 minutes. So we'll reduce the heat to medium low and put the lids on it and let it cook. See you in 30 minutes. Alright, this is not part of the ingredients, but I always love to have some saffron in our food, and also the lemon juice, which is just half of it is good. This is a lime, doesn't matter lime or lemon, so I like to have it. And also I love to put some of this beautiful saffron. Make it huge difference on a taste and aroma. All right, now in 10 more minutes we're gonna serve the dinner. Thank you. All right, my friend, this is Bademjan Va Gojeh Eggplant Tomato. It's done, it's nice, looks great, and it tastes great because I already ate some, and we usually eat it with the bread. So you can do that with your choice of bread and or anything else. If you want to add a rice in it, you're welcome. So I enjoy to making this and I enjoy seeing you again. I hope that you enjoy as much as I did. Please tune and just tell a friend to watch the videos, and don't forget, like, subscribe and share. Till next time, bye.